In February 2018, behind the gilded doors of the Élysée Palace, two men shook hands on a deal that would transform European tourism forever. Bob Iger, Disney's CEO, and French President Emmanuel Macron had just agreed to the largest theme park investment in European history, $2.6 billion. But this wasn't just about Mickey Mouse and fairy tales. What Iger and Macron agreed to that day wasn't just an expansion, it was architectural audacity on a scale rarely seen outside of major cities. The plans called for completely transforming 36 hectares of French countryside into immersive fantasy worlds. To put that in perspective, that's larger than Vatican City. Disney was essentially building multiple small cities from scratch, each requiring different engineering solutions. The centerpiece would be a 37-meter artificial mountain, Pride Rock from The Lion King, taller than a 12-story building. But this wasn't just concrete and steel. Inside would be a cutting-edge dark ride system with water effects, animatronics, and show scenes that guests would navigate through 3 separate slope descents, including a 16-meter drop. Next to it, a 36-meter North Mountain for the frozen area, complete with an artificial castle perched on top that would be visible from kilometers away. Between them, a 3-hectare artificial lake, larger than 2 football fields, designed not just for scenery, but as a massive water projection screen for nighttime shows. The engineering challenges were staggering from day one. Before Disney could build anything, they faced a fundamental problem: the ground itself. The Marne-la-Vallée region sits on a complex geological foundation, a mix of clay, limestone, and ancient river sediments that shifts with weather and seasons. To recreate the atmosphere of a Norwegian fjord for the frozen area, teams chose majestic conifers, including sequoia trees reaching more than 22 feet in height. But these massive trees, along with the artificial mountains, required foundation work that went down 15 meters in some areas. The lake alone presented extraordinary challenges. Engineers had to waterproof a 3-hectare basin while installing underwater projection systems, fountain mechanisms, and drainage that could handle both daily operations and France's increasingly unpredictable weather patterns. More than 1,000 trees will be planted by the end of the expansion project, each requiring specialized root barrier systems to prevent interference with underground utilities and ride foundations. Construction work started in October 2023, with pavement work completed behind fences across several phases through late 2025. But managing construction while keeping a theme park operational created problems Disney had never faced before. Studio One, including all its services, closed from the end of April 2024 through spring 2025 for complete reconstruction. This meant rerouting 10 million annual visitors through alternative pathways, while massive construction equipment operated just meters away. The Lion King attraction represents a breakthrough in dark ride engineering. After making their way to caves beneath the 37-meter high Pride Rock, guests will embark on a wondrous adventure through iconic scenes, navigating a path with 3 exciting slopes, including an impressive 16-meter high descent. This is not just a roller coaster, it's a boat ride system that climbs inside an artificial mountain, then descends through multiple show scenes while maintaining perfect water flow rates and guest safety throughout. Featuring a highly detailed environment coming to life through state-of-the-art special effects and an unforgettable soundtrack, along with numerous audio animatronics figures, this attraction will be one of the biggest at Disneyland Paris. The frozen area features its own engineering marvels. Guests will see the snow-capped mountain of Arendelle in the distance opposite a large lake, with a boat ride that will transport them to Arendelle. Creating realistic snow effects year-round in the French climate requires sophisticated climate control systems hidden throughout the mountain structure. The project is being built in carefully orchestrated phases to minimize disruption to park operations. Phase 1 saw the completion of Marvel's Avengers Campus in 2022, which required relocating existing attractions and building new ride systems while keeping the park operational. Currently, crews are working on the most complex phase, the world of Frozen. Construction began in April 2022, and the area is slowly taking shape. The most recent construction images show rough track layouts for the Frozen Ever After attraction, plus ground shaping near where the Tangled Flat ride and new restaurant will be located. Thousands of trees are being planted for this new area of the park. Dozers, excavators, and various landscaping equipment are shaping and sculpting the land in preparation for the 2026 opening. Adventure Way, a lush connecting promenade between old and new areas, features themed gardens inspired by Disney Animation's Tangled and Pixar's Toy Story. This seemingly simple walkway required complex underground utility work to support future expansion phases. The Lion King area won't begin construction until fall 2025, meaning completion by 2028 at the earliest. This will feature the most technically complex attraction Disney has ever built in Europe. Adventure Bay's Central Lake represents cutting-edge entertainment technology. The 3-hectare water surface will host shows featuring fountain displays, water screens, lighting effects, and drone performances. Creating a lake that can function as both peaceful daytime scenery and nighttime entertainment venue required installing underwater projection systems, synchronized fountain mechanisms, and weather-resistant lighting throughout the lakebed. The entertainment teams at Disneyland Paris have already started conducting tests in preparation for this groundbreaking experience. The system must work reliably in French weather conditions, ranging from summer heat waves to winter freezes. Building theme park attractions requires specialized expertise rarely found in traditional construction. Disney's Imagineering teams work with contractors who understand the unique demands of entertainment architecture. Every structure must meet both building codes and Disney's internal safety standards, which often exceed legal requirements. Attractions must function perfectly millions of times per year while creating seamless illusions for guests. The artificial mountains require steel frameworks covered with sculpted concrete that looks convincingly natural from every angle. Hidden inside are ride tracks, show equipment, climate control systems, and emergency evacuation routes. Advanced 3D modeling systems help engineers plan every detail before construction begins. But translating digital designs into physical reality in an active theme park environment creates constant, unexpected challenges. COVID-19 hit just as major construction was ramping up. The park closed for months, but construction continued under strict safety protocols. Supply chains collapsed, creating shortages of specialized materials needed for theme park construction. Raw material costs have increased 60% since 2019. Specialized theme park construction crews are in global demand as every major park company races to expand post-COVID. This created bidding wars for qualified contractors. Construction of artificial mountains requires specialized concrete that maintains structural integrity while allowing for detailed sculpting. These materials became harder to source and dramatically more expensive during the pandemic. Labor shortages have pushed completion dates back years. Theme park construction requires artisans who can build both functional infrastructure and convincing fantasy environments, a skill set found nowhere else in construction. If you visit Walt Disney Studios Park today, you'll find a construction zone carefully managed to minimize guest impact. Massive walls block access to construction areas while maintaining sightlines to completed attractions. The park entrance is being completely rebuilt. Studio One closed in April 2024 for total reconstruction, requiring Disney to reroute guest flow patterns developed over 22 years of operation. Behind RC Racer and Toy Story Playland, the Kingdom of Arendelle is taking shape. Construction cranes tower over the site, with work accelerating on all facets of development. Progress on the park berm, lake, show buildings, and Elsa's Ice Castle becomes more visible each month. A version of Frozen Ever After is taking shape, with concrete structures now observable. Track installation is progressing, though Disney hasn't revealed details about ride system modifications needed for the French location. When the expansion finally opens in 2026, Walt Disney Studios Park will become Disney Adventure World, essentially acknowledging that the original movie studio concept never worked as intended. This rebrand requires more than just new signage. The entire park experience must be reconceptualized, with new guest flow patterns, updated transportation systems, and integrated storytelling that connects old and new areas seamlessly. World Premiere Plaza is being transformed from a concrete courtyard into a vibrant area that brings together several theaters. The space now includes Studio Theater, Studio D, and Animagique Theater, where shows celebrating Disney animation and Pixar stories are performed daily. The new attractions represent a technological leap forward. The Lion King attraction will blend spectacular water experiences with state-of-the-art audio animatronics technology in ways never attempted before. After making their way to caves beneath Pride Rock, guests will navigate 3 exciting slopes while experiencing immersive storytelling. The 16-meter descent must maintain precise water flow rates while delivering thrilling drops and gentle story moments. Up-themed attraction will be Disney's first flying carousel experience, a spinning carousel that lifts guests into the air for bird's-eye views of the park's stunning scenery. This seemingly simple ride requires complex engineering to ensure safety at height while creating the illusion of flight. Connecting new areas to the existing park creates unique engineering problems. Adventure Way must seamlessly blend different architectural styles while housing underground utilities for both old and new attractions. The pathway system required rerouting drainage, electrical, and data systems built for the original 2002 park layout. Every new connection point risks disrupting existing operations. Guest capacity calculations become crucial. The expanded park will handle nearly double its current attendance, requiring wider pathways, more restrooms, expanded food service, and additional emergency evacuation routes. This project serves as Disney's testing ground for next-generation theme park technology. The new attractions feature AI-powered animatronics that can respond to individual guests, creating personalized experiences impossible with traditional ride systems. Mobile apps will control everything from attraction reservations to food delivery, with location tracking allowing customized experiences based on where guests are in the park. The artificial lake doubles as a massive testing environment for drone swarms, water projection, and synchronized lighting systems. If successful, these technologies will spread to every Disney park worldwide. The lessons learned in Paris will influence Disney park construction for decades to come. Construction has created thousands of specialized jobs. Workers must understand both traditional construction techniques and the unique demands of theme park building. Many have relocated their families to the Paris suburbs for multi-year contracts. The project requires everything from concrete specialists who can sculpt realistic rockwork to electronics technicians who install ride control systems. Disney maintains training programs to develop workers with these rare skill combinations. When complete, the expansion will employ an additional 5,000 permanent workers in operations, maintenance, entertainment, and guest services. These aren't just service jobs. Many require technical expertise to operate sophisticated attraction systems. Environmental considerations influence every construction decision. Solar panels integrate into attraction facades without compromising visual storytelling. Electric transportation systems connect different park areas while reducing carbon emissions. Water recycling systems capture and reuse lake water for both attractions and landscaping. Waste reduction programs ensure construction materials get reused whenever possible. The artificial mountains incorporate insulation systems that reduce energy needs for climate control, while hidden ventilation systems maintain comfortable temperatures for guests without visible equipment. Disney's internal projections reveal the true scope of their ambitions. The completed expansion should increase annual attendance from 10.4 million to 16 million visitors by 2030. This massive increase requires infrastructure planning that extends far beyond Disney property. Regional transportation systems, hotel capacity, and local services must all scale up to handle the additional visitors. Average guest spending needs to jump from €51 to €75 per day through premium experiences and extended stays. The expanded park must convince European families to choose multi-day Disney vacations over single-day visits. Current construction schedules reveal when guests can actually experience these new areas. World of Frozen launches spring 2026, assuming perfect construction progress. Industry experts privately predict summer. 2026 is more realistic, given the complexity of the mountain construction. The Lion King area begins construction fall 2025, meaning opening by 2028 at the earliest. The sophisticated boat and mountain ride system requires extensive testing before guest operation. Up attraction construction starts end of 2025, with opening planned after World of Frozen proves the new area can handle increased guest capacity. Full completion of all promised areas? Optimistically, 2029, realistically, 2030, or beyond, depending on unforeseen engineering challenges. When guests first walk through the gates of Disney Adventure World in 2026, they won't just be entering new themed areas. They'll be experiencing the culmination of the largest construction project in European theme park history, a showcase of engineering innovation that pushes the boundaries of what's possible in entertainment design. Disney has spent 7 years and $2.6 billion building what they hope will become the new standard for theme park experiences worldwide. Every technical innovation tested in Paris will influence the next generation of Disney parks across the globe.